What's up, guys? Today, I wanted to talk about Ever After High. So let's go. Unironically, like most of the shows that I've talked about, especially the more girly looking shows, I loved this show. Are you kidding me? Any and every show, not every, I won't say every, but any show that does well a retelling of stories and tales and like fairy tales and things that we already know, I am absolutely here for. And Ever After High is one of the more like top tier ones. It did what Descendants was trying to do, but it did it first, and I feel like it did it a little bit better. Because this show was really just high school filled with fairy tale characters, but A, the fairy tale characters knew that they were fairy tale characters. B, at the end of high school, the plan was for them to become their fairy tale selves. Like, all of them are just the children of other fairy tale characters who are going to step into the roles. So it was like the daughter of Snow White is going to, at some point, become Snow White, eat the apple, fall asleep, live out her fairy tale, and be happy and be queen eventually. The daughter of the evil queen is supposed to feed Snow White's daughter the apple, be evil, and then lose. And they all knew what their stories were. They all understood what their role in life was. And most of them were fine with it. Most of them were fine with it. Can you imagine who would not be fine with stepping into their role and their destiny, given full self-awareness and given the ability to just live and be a person before stepping into that? And by that I mean all of the villains' kids. Some of the villains' kids. Most of the villains' kids didn't want to be villains when they grew up. They didn't want to have to like sign a fairy tale book and become evil when they grew up. They just wanted to be them. And that's most of the show. Not all, because they pull all types of other characters, like they go to Wonderland. There's this whole secret, like what's going on with the book. We get to meet all types of interesting characters and like go to different places. But like, it was so much fun. And it was like super bright colored. It was all kinds of ridiculousness. They were split into like two factions. Like the rebels are the ones who did not want to be the evil people when they grew up. And then the royals were the people of royalty who of course wanted to be royalty when they grew up. And then we got to talk into that. Like, do the royals really want to sign the book, or do they just never want to have to worry about like poverty or anything like that? It was such a fun show, and all of it is on Netflix, so you can watch it whenever you want. I will say that I probably rewatch a couple episodes of this show like once a year, give or take, because it's such a fun and ridiculous and random ride, and you would never expect it based on like the animation's so silly, but it's such a good show. Such a good show. Ever After High, I found it on YouTube back in the day, and now it's on Netflix. I'm so happy about that. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.